Welcome back to the old channel. We're gonna do a little race car building stuff today. We're not building a race car, but we're building a racing product, something that can help you at the racetrack for very low cost, and you can do it in like 20 minutes. There's a lot of snake oil salesmen out there that sells these applications here for pretty good doll hairs, and they're nothing. Building some pit lights. You can use this at the racetrack, hang them off the back of your trailer. You know how it is when it's late at night, you can't see nothing, you know, you got to change a tire trying to get back out there, you know, rain out of talent, smack the wall, you can't see your wrenches. Well, this is going to fix that problem. Plenty of light, and like I said, nothing to it. So starting off, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's just do this thing already. So starting off, you're gonna need some sort of a pole. You know, you can use some regular old conduit, which is kind of heavy. I recommend going to your local metal shop. Get some 12 to 11 gauge, 1 inch, well, I guess it'd be 3/4, aluminum tubing is what I'm using. Lightweight, comes in like a 20-foot stick. I'm gonna cut my sticks at 15 foot, and this is, you know, however you wanna do this. So just keep this in mind going forward. You do not have to do these measurements. You do not have to use these linked lights. It's just gonna be whatever fits your application the best. But I'm gonna use 16 foot worth of lighting. When I say that, I've got 2 sets here. We're just gonna build one just so you get to understand and not waste a whole lot of time. Each pit light will require 2 lights. These are called linkable lights. You can get on Amazon, you can get on eBay, you can get on the Google. You know, very easy to find, very cheap. I got the 8-foot linkable. They come in different lumens. I got like the 4-bar brightest lumen I can get. So I have 16 foot worth of light on each pole. When you get these lights, they come with all kind of fancy hardware, okay? Some hangers, you kind of get the gist here. Little couplings that, you know, tie the 2 lights together, like so. Then some end caps, you know, at the end you don't want to have a bunch of dirt and stuff getting in there. You can pop these little things in there. Not very necessary either. So let's get to it. I'm going to cut my tubing with the old porta band, and then we'll get the mounting some brackets and show you just how fast and easy this can be. Now that you got your tubing cut, you're gonna grab your 2 linkable lights. You know, you don't, like I said, you might end up just using an 8-footer. You know, it just depends how bright are you trying to get. You know, I like the 16-footers just because, well, shop cat crap up on me. Just because you've got your ramp, okay? That thing's gonna be out there 7 foot or so. So at least that 16 foot, that gets it well over the ramp, which gets somewhat over the top of your racing car or racing bike, or, you know, your bonfire where your kids hang out the campground, I don't know. Either way, it gets well over the door, so just keep that in mind as well. But like I said, dealer's choice. Me using the 2 8-footers, I'm gonna add my coupling like so. Cat, would you get the, which is not a whole lot to that. Then you will slap the 2 together. And bada boom. So once you get your lights linked together, we kind of lay this thing out so we can mark our holes for drilling our brackets. I'm gonna let my lights overhang roughly 3 foot from the end of the tubing. You'll see where that'll still give me a few feet distance off the end of my trailer or whatever I will be attaching to. So pretty simple way to mark your marks here. As you know, got a straight edge all the way down already, just throwing it right beside your lights. And this, with the light being right there, it shows you kind of where the brackets are going to work best. So right here at the end where the 2 tie together, I'm going to put one right before and right after. That way I've got good support on each side of that. You're still probably going to come back and tape some of this and put one in between, or zip tie. And remember, we're not making exactly a professional deal here. This is just something to make your life a little easier at the track or wherever you may be. A cheap way at that. okay? Now, I recommend not using a self-tapper screw and just a regular old screw, just because obviously when you self-tap, it's going to drill right before the size of the actual outside of the threads, and soft aluminum, it's not very friendly, which like I said, we will zip tie. There's some tape afterwards as well, just to make sure these things never fall off here. So now we got our marks, drill some tiny holes, and then we'll screw our brackets on and we'll attach it all up. Starting off with a drill bit, it's about one size, two sizes smaller, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know. So it's smaller than my actual screw that was provided with the kit. It's worth taking your time. And you could definitely probably use a nut driver to screw these on, but way I look at it, got nothing but time, and this way I know I'm not going to strip it and then have to drill another hole. Just kind of hold it going opposite of the tubing, get in top. Just keep moving down your marks. So soothing. Now that we got all our brackets installed in our custom aluminum tubing, comes the fun part. What we'll do is just clip right onto the light. Once you get every single one lined up, it can be a little tricky because you got 6 of them on here, but you see it just hugs the actual. Well, didn't quite have that one sitting enough. Just gonna slide that down just a little bit. Like I said, we will kind of help support this with some ties, some zippies. All right, get that all on. Oh, got our zip ties all on. I pretty much just did those right where the clamps was. Just give it a little extra support. Not in a beauty contest here. We just want a working product. Make sure your joints are still linked together. Should feel like they are. And then you cut your plug here. It'll come with a nice little switch plug. At least the ones off Amazon do. Like I said, these are fairly cheap too. And it just plugs right into the bottom like so, just like your little coupling, and you have yourself a nice on and off switch. So we got the unit all plugged up, got power running to it. We're going to shut the lights off, which it is daytime, so you know, just use your imagination, people. Turn them puppies on. Oh my goodness, blinded by the light. Now, these are like the brightest ones you can get off the interweb. I mean, they're extremely bright. A lot of times I'm at the track, I only use one of them, but you know, this is the way to go. Now, let's get to talking about mounting points on your trailer. Go ahead and just know, a million ways to skin a cat, okay? You ain't gotta do it my way. My way is probably only the best way. You're probably looking at this saying, hey, I got a better way of making some lights than this crap this guy's showing, and that's fine. But either I went with, you know, some 3/4 coil roll that just goes inside this tubing. And we'll go look at it here in a second. Now you could go with some tubing that goes on the outside. You could go with something that, you know, catches the bottom on one end and the top on one end. Doesn't really matter. Main thing is you need to make sure wherever you mount this piece at, it needs to be in the structural frame of your trailer. I say structural frame of your trailer. That doesn't count as your plywood and a little bit of sheet metal. I mean, you got to hit the frame with it with some bolts. It's not that this thing is just that heavy. It's just, I mean, it's, if you're going to do it this long, you definitely got to have it. You're talking 17 foot hanging off the back of a trailer. So if you like, you know, go with an 8 foot light, at that point, you're only looking at like 12 foot. Then yeah, it probably is not that big of a deal. You could probably just use a little nut driver and throw a self tapper, be good to go. So well, let's go look at what I got and we'll just go from there. Let you guys get a whiff. Coming up to the old racing rig. Ignore the dirty trailer and the raggedy looking trailer. Can't hardly afford to even race, much less worry about a trailer. Okay, we're getting there, people. So what we have here, well, it's gonna be your finished product. Imagine one of those on both sides. And man, talk about, I mean, it overhangs your car perfectly. It's well out the way. And like I said, you can mount this inside the trailer, outside the trailer, doesn't matter. I did something very simple. I've got frame, hard frame behind this right here, behind this sheet metal. So I drilled and I put nut rivets, 1/4 inch. And I just got me some 1/4 inch plate and some 3/4 coil roll and just welded that thing on there. When I get to the track, I come over, slide her right on over, and then I forget about it. You know, sometimes I gotta leave and they're still on there. I'm driving down the road, lights are just hanging off the back, people's freaking out. Yeah, anyways, I'm just kidding. So, thanks. If y'all haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Gonna try to continue to do more racing videos or racing tool videos, I guess. Maybe one day we'll do some racing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, maybe not. Meantime, we also got some truck builds. I've got to get this crap cleared out of here. This thing's gonna be here for the long haul. But this right here is gonna be some vids coming up soon of doing a simple little buildage, little paintage, little lowerage. It's gonna try to flip it, sip it, you know, put some money towards the car, get it out of here, get the car in, and maybe race a couple years from now. Before you go, I got y'all some gifts. Ooh, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. God bless, and keep on keeping on, brother. Blue collar little dollar.